Hey, this is Timmara, signing on with some more Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. Alright, last time, Sindel showed her true colors, and turns out she's been evil the whole time. I honestly did not know. So with her aligning with Shao Kahn, and beating the crap out of everybody else, things are not looking good for at least one half of the heroes, for what they know. But now we are at... Oh wait, if they die... Right, the Revenants die. Interesting thought, but I guess we'll see. Or maybe not? I don't know. Whatever. We got Shang Tsung's chapter, so this could be the last stretch of the game. I don't know.
I need but a moment. Lead the charge.
Go. I'll cover it.
Alrighty. So yeah, we don't have Fire God Liu Kang yet, so, you know, just see how it goes. Sorry, I'm now really interested in the story because, you know, again, we already had to win before the story will become interesting because we're adding all these new wrinkles. Liu Kang!
Time after time, Kronika's schemes have pitted us against each other. That cycle must end, Liu Kang.
You will have to kill me.
I would rather save you.
Oh, yep, this is Liu Kang going down.
By the Elder Gods.
Raiden, if you're gonna do something, do it quick. Literally, you don't...
Shao Kahn. He smashed my legs.
How do you know?
Shao Kahn.
Yeah, like, how does he know who's breaking his legs? No, Kodal! I'm sure Jade's dead, too. Like, when Sindel tossed her. Alright. Well, we're in trouble.
There's the Sindel I remember. No rest for the weary. Hold on to me.
Yeah, we are getting as far away from this as we can.
The crown. I must wield it against Sindel and Shao Kahn.
I will do it. Save your strength for Liu Kang.
No, brother. The crown is our burden to share.
Also, Liu Kang is no longer a problem.
Thank you.
The way he said thank you sounded so... What?
Lies are revealed,
Oh.
sorcerer.
Shang Tsung?
That makes more sense.
You should be more vigilant, Fuji. Now bear witness. As the power to decide destiny becomes mine.
Someone stop him. Okay, I was gonna say, the way he said thank you sounded so creepy.
This has always been your endgame, hasn't it? From the moment you were trapped in the void.
Kronika was wise to banish me.
He's young again.
With this crown, I am her equal.
Your evil will not triumph.
Alrighty. This is going great.
Too easy.
Fujin, what did Liu Kang say to you before you left? I have a feeling that's the linchpin in all this.
How does it feel, knowing that you will be the last Night Wolf?
The Great Spirit will choose another. I may die, but the mantle will live on.
Alright, yeah, now we get to play as Shang Tsung. Okay, yeah, so Shang Tsung, the Soul Bender Fire Skull, classic move of his. Anyway, yeah, oh, trying to figure myself out. Okay, yes, Shang Tsung, I've never liked playing as him, honestly. Wait, not Ground Eruption. Soul Steel. There we go. Yeah, and that's mainly Shang Tsung's thing is steals the soul from somebody and then he gets their abilities. And you know, mix it up, mix it up. Spirit of Kiba. Ooh. So yeah, get all these crazy abilities. I never liked playing as Shang Tsung though. I always found his actual control style to be not very good. Him and Quan Chi, I've always never liked playing as, despite how I like Shang Tsung's character for a lot of reasons, but I've always disliked playing as him. But this feels a little different, so maybe as we go through a couple of missions. Your soul is mine! Okay. Does he get like different... I suppose not.
The mantle dies with you.
I was gonna say, it is like, if you do X-Ray, does he have other ones where he turns to different characters, or do he just always turn into those three?
It's not yours to take.
His soul and yours are mine.
You think us unprepared? Your treachery is expected, sorcerer.
Yeah, and yet this still all happened.
Choosing the righteous path.
The path I choose ends with your soul sworn to my service.
Don't matter how you guys feel, just what I get done.
Now undeniable.
Fight.
Alright, you know, and this feels like, you know, a dark side story. Like, this is the evil path, and this is how it's gonna end, where Shang Tsung actually succeeds. Well, I guess we'll see. You know, maybe he will, but maybe he'll still do something. Creates a certain ending. Yeah, again, I never liked playing as Shang Tsung, but I always found like his specials were never really that cool unless you were doing the whole soul stealing thing, but then you have to learn the other characters and everything, and that's the whole thing. But I like this. This is... Oh, I can't steal Raiden's soul. I suppose can't steal the soul of a god. Oh, I see. I don't want to risk him, you know, taking me down, so. Nice little orange key for Liu Kang.
Your destiny.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never liked especially some of the other games, just because I didn't like everything else he did besides the soul stealing, but this feels a lot better. No, he actually killed them. Alright. There's no reason he won't win this.
Finish them.
With pleasure.
No. Keep them alive. We can siphon their powers for eternity.
All the better.
Now fight against Shao Kahn and Sindel. Because there's no way he's actually, like, letting them come along with this.
What now, Kronika? Shang Tsung has breached our defenses.
Victory is still at hand. We will put down Shang Tsung's defiance, but you will require more assistance. Dearest Cetrion, you have served me admirably. Now there is
That's not...
one final service you must perform.
Okay.
Yes, Mother. I understand.
Right. Okay, she amped herself up like that before. It's been a while. Or did she? I don't remember. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's what's happening now. So, Shang Tsung, when are you going to give me that power? What?
The hourglass awaits.
Beyond that door, ultimate power.
It will be our privilege to wield it.
You guys seriously think you'll get to it?
Allow me.
Shang Tsung has no need for either of you anymore. Okay, yeah, right now they're amped up, but last time there was a fire god, so... Probably won't be much.
Song, pretender to my role. Your strategy has been novel, but in the end, you will not prevail. Finish them!
You need that crown in order to do anything, so... Yep, that checks out. Oh, it's champ. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, well, that's weird. That looks like Kung Lao on the ground, and that looks like Kung Lao snapping his neck. Oh, right. Shapeshifter. So much for that victory.
Easily you are felled, Kronika. Once your power's mine, I will rule eternity.
I was waiting for that to happen. I figured she'd go like, do you think Shang Tsung won't stop you?
Killing Kronika is my destiny.
Okay, we are still gonna have to fight them.
To serve me. My obedient subjects, projecting my influence throughout the realms.
You're drunk on the crown's power, Shang Tsung. In your stupor, you forget your place.
He is a dog who betrays his masters. Come, let's put him down.
Yeah, this checks out. No way Shang Tsung was gonna let Shao Kahn have anything out of this. Yeah, is there... Grant Samurais. Increase damage and their crushing blows that reduce damage. Okay. Suppose can't steal everybody's powers. I don't know what that was. Nope. There we go. Okay, so same. Makes sense that he would do all these transformations to use all their abilities, but, you know... Stuff for Jackie.
My service to you is over.
Your souls are mine.
Now yours to me begins.
You have no one left to betray.
You have no one left to help you.
Concede, Chronica, while you have time. I'll let you live to serve me in my new era. Or would you prefer to be wiped from history?
Sculpting the sands of time requires great power and skill. You may wear my crown, but you are not a Titan.
Yeah, so what? I don't care. You think I care? You think I give a dog? Okay, yeah, this is... I'm having fun with this. Like, I'm having fun with the, like, whole villain twist just, like, completely taking over. Oh, Jesus. Okay, don't know why Spawn specifically is the one that got summoned. I don't know if they just picked a random character or if that was scripted. It's like bring a warrior from another dimension to help me out because I'm in deep trouble. Yeah, Spawn's a playable character in this. I don't think I've played as him yet. And, you know, I'm kind of surprised he showed up considering... I thought Spawn as a thing was still, like, in legal limbo. No, that was other stuff related to Spawn because of Todd McFarlane. Can't make a soul steal the final move. Come on. Okay, technically the fatal blow was the last thing. Okay, that was probably the last fight because that's a lot of rewards.
Destiny is mine. You should have accepted my offer, Chronica. I would have allowed you to wield great influence. Surely, Service is better than death.
I do not serve. I am a Titan.
Good for you.
You were Chronica.
Your soul is mine.
Time and destiny are now mine to command. Every realm will bend to my will.
All right, that's... Is this actually how it's going to end?
Cease before you doom us all.
Hey, there he is. Oh, yes. Okay. Time traveling in fire and thunder god.
Liu Kang. I thought your duties required you stay behind.
A lie. Something you know well.
I see now. The hourglass showed that only I could wield the crown against Chronica successfully. You let me win. And to ensure victory, you sacrificed the lives of your friends.
Maybe that's what he told Fujin.
How deliciously cold-blooded.
I'm almost envious.
Gone, Shang Tsung. They will live again in my new era.
Your new era. You underestimate my prowess, Chosen One. I have the crown. I have absorbed Chronica's power. You may have attained godhood, but I am the keeper of time. You are no match for me.
Let's put that to the
Chronica
test.
said much the same, Shang Tsung. You will share her fate.
Choose your final destiny. So we can choose between Liu Kang or Shang Tsung. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, this is kind of what they did at the end of Injustice 2. We're going to go with Liu Kang for this one. Let's get a good ending.
Over the crown.
And if it's not too hard to do, we'll try going for the evil ending and just see what that's like.
Chance. This is my strength, and your
I'm sure we can replay this mission easy. I'm just curious.
worthless existence is at its end.
Fight.
That was fun. So yeah, just one last bout with Shang Tsung. Okay, yeah, I suppose there was no reason for it to not be this way. You know, Liu Kang, being the current keeper of time, could always do this and was watching over this timeline the entire time. He knew the risks, probably feels awful for it, but, you know, this works. And Raiden is a backup in case this goes wrong, so, you know, he's still alive as well. I love that multi-layered bicycle kick. Wata! Yeah, I'm a god of fire and lightning, but what I really need is Wata! I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't want to kill him. Come on, fatal blow, fatal blow, fatal blow. Let's finish this off with one more fatal blow, man. Okay. It's just like, I'm waiting, man. Come on. Ah, I was hoping that would hit. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we got tons of rewards for that.
Make no mistake, Shang Tsung.
It's fine. I don't want to waste time trying to go for one more final blow. Now just don't crystallize him, and then it works.
No more timelines will be twisted by your evil.
I admire the resilience, Shang Tsung. Hold on a second. I can't pause it. Yeah, please wait. I got a phone to pick up. Hold on. Just wait for the cutscene to play, because I don't think... I bet if I... Oh, come on. Sorry, now I can't pause it. Now I got a call I gotta pick up. Hold on. Just wait a couple more minutes here. I'll get to that phone call in a bit. So this new remade timeline, eh? It's gotta be Kung Lao, right? Or is that just...
Kung Lao, where did you... Who are you?
Okay, back to here now, sorry. Had to replay that whole last section because the call interrupted and I could not stop the cutscene in any way.
Who are you?
I am Lord Liu Kang, God of Thunder and Fire.
God of...
I'll just listen. Now, is this the great Kung Lao or is this our Kung Lao?
Disrespect, my lord.
Oh no, this is Kung Lao. Sorry. Just wondering.
You are humble, not like the Kung Lao I...
Oh no, this is the great. Sorry, they look this... Okay.
A story for another time. I have chosen you as my champion, Kung Lao.
Okay, this is, yeah, the great Kung Lao we've heard so much about.
You must be prepared. Trained.
Trained? For what?
Okay. So it's... sure. Okay, so not much... Okay, so that whole ending is Liu Kang going back to the very, you know, I guess you can say, the beginning of... Shao Kahn must have just taken over Edenia, and now, like, Mortal Kombat is coming for Earthrealm, and so he's priming the original Kung Lao to be ready for that fight, which is interesting. It is. So, you know, I kind of thought... I was kind of wondering where he would go with that, but I do like the idea if there's like a Mortal Kombat 12 or something, it's like primordial Mortal Kombat. It is like a version of the story, like pre-everything else. That, like, you know, pre our characters, that'd be interesting.
Story.
But okay, so that was Kung Lao, or Liu Kang finishing the story. Now let's do Crossroads again. Let's see what the evil ending is supposed to look like. I'm very curious. Choose your final destiny.
Long have I had visions of this moment. I will savor your death.
Yeah, I'm sure the good ending is the canon ending. But I'm curious to see what happens with Shang Tsung.
Nothing. Delusions of an adult mind.
Fight.
I'm just curious, do we get a lot of rewards for winning, or do we... You know, do we get the rewards again, or do we get... Get the rewards, see how Shang Tsung's ending goes. There's Raiden still in the background, right? Or I suppose he won't be... If Liu Kang can't beat Shang Tsung, there's no way a de-godded Raiden could. So I guess we'll see. Okay, come on, fatal blow. I'm using the most popular characters to end you, God. Or at least the most popular characters, and then new Cybot. Okay, no rewards. You only get it for doing it once.
For now, your existence ends in shame. All the power that was once yours is mine. Forever.
And I thought Raiden would somehow save the day. No, yeah, I'm curious. Is his ending just like living in living in complete domination of all things? I guess we'll see. Oh. That checks out.
Speak, minions. My lord, your will is done.
Outworld, Earthrealm, the Netherrealm. All are conquered.
Per your command, Chaos Realm and Order Realm are next. All realms will soon yield to your influence.
It has begun.
Yes! Okay, sorry, that was, again, nice, again, a good reference to the original game, or the original movie, sorry. It has begun! Saying multiple times. But okay, so yeah, basically, Shang Tsung becoming the only Elder God. Okay, so very fitting for him, so you know... Interesting stuff either way, but yeah, okay. I like the Aftermath story way more than the rest of the game, or than the main story of the game. There was so much more going on there. Sorry. Okay, yeah, final... I know I passed them up. The thoughts on the main story? Okay, it was cool at first, and you got, like, a lot of cool main character interactions, but then, like, they just kind of stopped. They just kind of, like... You never really felt like Kronika was really an unstoppable thing despite everything she had going for her, because she lost as many allies as she was gaining, you know? It's like, oh, I've got Shao Kahn and the Tarkatans and all that on my side. Well, Kitana gets them on her side and Shao Kahn's out of the picture. We got Devora, who, again, just like... all of her allies... Where did Scarlet go now I think about it? I'm looking at her thing up there. She disappeared. Everyone just disappears at some point in the story. So, like, their roles just stop mattering. Like, Old Man Cage, and I think he just disappears after Chapter 6, right? Yeah, just, like, characters end up disappearing, and yeah, for good reason. I guess their story is fulfilled. But then they just... leave, and then it just feels like you're missing characters as they just steamroll all the way to the end, and it just kind of like stops. Like, yeah, it's just like it does not go very interesting. Yeah, it's interesting to see like Raiden realizing, and seeing the other timelines of him and Liu Kang fighting each other, but that ends, and it's awesome to see Liu Kang become a fire god, but then the story just kind of ends, and again, it never feels like Kronika's actually in charge or is in this big bad threat. And even her idea of her character as like this powerful time goddess really doesn't go anywhere because she doesn't do much. And, you know, when you mess around with time travel and, like, all these concepts, the story is going to get really messy. So, you know, Chronica would do things, and it's just sort of like, well, why can't you just do that again, or do it before that? You know, you whisked away Liu Kang in order to be tortured by his Revenant. Why don't you do that to everyone else or something to get them out of the way?
Chapter 6. War,
So it's just like, it's really weird, and, you know, it's just like, there are some interesting aspects, but it just kind of stops after a bit, and then it's just sort of like, oh. Cool. Just stuff. Yeah, Jade is my main girl. Okay. But yeah, I just sort of like, the story just doesn't really, despite so many interesting concepts and, you know, the fun of having, like, characters reaching through time to interact with each other, it doesn't really do that much. Meanwhile, Aftermath, you got Shang Tsung working with the Earthrealm gods, and characters we have not seen much of throughout the trilogy, like Nightwolf, or, you know, this new, new timeline trilogy, like Nightwolf and Sindel, and then seeing her, you know, and seeing what she does of her own volition and flips the entire script. It's a lot of fun, you know, seeing Sindel go completely evil and helping Shao Kahn and establishing what that relationship actually means. Even though it's completely twisted, it's fun to see everything fall apart to one degree. But that's because there was actual stakes to it. I forgot Liu Kang, you know, could step in at any time, because it's like, we're focusing on this story again, and now everyone's dying, everyone's disappearing, and so much more stuff is happening. You know, that felt like there was actual tension to it, where, you know, Chronica did not feel powerful by the end of it. Shang Tsung felt like a real threat, and even though Liu Kang showed up right at the end, you know, out of nowhere, it felt like, okay, this is what I've been building to, this is the only way for this to work, but if I mess up, it's the end of all things, and this is the risk I had to take in order to do this. And that's at least an interesting conceit. So yeah, the Aftermath, I wish there was more time bending, honestly, where they did more crazy stuff and like actually rewound time a little bit more, messed around a bit more with the ideas of the characters interacting with each other from different timelines and like in different situations. Like, oh, we saw how this ended one way, let's go back and try to fix it. Something new happens and crazier things happen. That's what's really cool about the story. And we just did not get enough of that in the main story, ironically. Okay, while I'm wasting time and rambling. So yeah, Mortal Kombat 11, as far as the story mode goes, it's the main story is pretty lacking. And meanwhile, the Aftermath story is really cool. I actually like that a lot more than the base story. Isn't this a... There we go. Now, and just messing around in the crypt because I have a lot of money stashed up. Yeah, now here's the cool thing about this crypt is sort of like a adventure game style, you know, run around finding, you know, power-ups and abilities. And, you know, I got Shao Kahn's hammer, I got Kenchi's blindfold, I got Scorpion's spear, and talismans to open up doors and pathways, and soul gem in order to... Yeah. The crypt is really cool, and although the balancing is still really awkward, you have to do so much to get a little bit of money, which will go really fast in the crypt to unlock new stuff. And so, you know, you got fatalities, new skins, and a bunch of important stuff locked away in... Oh, that's a lot of soul energy for that. But, you know, you got a lot of important stuff in character customization locked in the crypt, which it is fun to run around and try and find things, and, you know, unlocking new... I'm just talking about the other aspects of Mortal Kombat that's really good here. Because this crypt is a lot, you know, they kind of had that Metroidvania aspect in, X, although they kind of ruined it with the situation of you can just buy, you know, everything in the crypt and then be done with it. It just kind of made everything feel really lacking. How do I open this? Can I not do that yet? Oh, wait, no. Hold on. I think I remember what I need to do. And yeah, we're using soul energy to open up open up things using cash to open up other chests, and you can break some open to do different things. The crypt is really cool, and I'm just spending the money while I'm rambling. And you know, you get modifiers to help you fight in towers to unlock more customization and everything. Oh yeah. I was just thinking there was actually anything to do there. No, yeah, so the crypt is a lot of fun in this game, and I'm already pretty deep in. Whoops. Come on. Come on! Oh, pulling A. What am I doing? I suppose we gotta line up the cyber parts. Or you line up different parts to unlock new things. And yeah, there's actually some fun puzzles to solve in this to get more rewards and more stuff. Yeah, hold on. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't spend too much time in the crypt because there's more stuff to do. But yeah, progression in X was really messed up for the crypt because you could just buy everything in the crypt, which was really dumb and exploitative. But you kind of needed to. I didn't because that's so terrible. Grave robber. Open 200 crypt chests. Yeah, there's a lot to do here, and it's just like fun to run around solving these puzzles and like getting this, you know, currency. Although it takes a while. And that's the thing. And again, you could just buy everything in one shot with the, you know, or with a microtransaction in X, but that was so lame. It undermined the entire thing in the last game. Skeleton key. I think that's the last one I needed for another thing. Okay, anyways, I should probably come back to this later. Sorry, just showing off the crypt a little bit, even though that wasn't the interesting thing. You could, you know, that'd be a fun video, just watching the entire run of the crypt if you just had the money to, like, buy stuff and explore. But no, yeah, other cool things about Mortal Kombat 11. Again, the story, really, it's at its best when it's in Aftermath, which, again, there was a whole controversy where, you know, it was, the Aftermath DLC was more expensive because it would basically upgrade you to the complete edition of the game, as I recall. Or it would add so much to the game, but it, you know, it cost you more if you already bought the base game and bought all the DLC. Where if you just got the Aftermath, if you just, no wait, Aftermath was like $40, and then there was a complete edition that was like $60. So yeah, in order to buy Aftermath, it was really expensive, because you already bought the game, bought all the DLC packs separately, and then Aftermath came out, and it just really made people upset that they kind of wasted money on Mortal Kombat, which I understand, I really do, because that's fair, that's kind of how it goes. Cutting crabs. You got the ever-changing towers, which was something that kind of came over from Injustice, and I didn't like it as much as I didn't like it in Injustice 2 that much, but here, you know, I kind of like it. This is, you know, very interesting. They rotate often, got crazy rewards, and you got modifiers to help you fight and, you know, do new things. Yeah, if you get a lot of rewards, you help, you know, if you're in the top percent, you get new stuff.
Classic.
Then that you got the classic towers, which is how you do the, you know, the ladder modes in order to get new rewards and then have everybody's other story. And that's what's fun about I'm just thinking here. No, I'm not going to do a run through of the tower, but no, and something I always liked about Mortal Kombat is when you do like the arcade mode, the ladder mode, and you get to the end, and how it goes is in Mortal Kombat, when you beat the last thing like Blaze or Shao Kahn or Shinnok, you gain your character, whoever you finish the ladder with, gains godly power, and they get their ending because they decide what they want to do with it. And everyone does that here too with Kronika's power, and this time it's like God of Time power. It feels like a big end all to everything, and there are some really good endings. There's some cool endings. There's just like, I go back in time and I fix things. Jade's story was like, I'm going to go back in time for when Edenia was peaceful and then hide the time power inside my younger self so she can have a good childhood for once and then, you know, grow to be a powerful warrior for Edenia. Or Sindel's, where she conquers Edenia and completely makes Shao Kahn even subservient to her. So, there are a lot of fun endings. Oh, Fuji's is actually really good because he spends, well, and I know, well, hold on. Because I remember people complaining about Jax's ending because he basically takes the time powers and then spends, who knows how many times he goes back in time to try and find a way to end racism while keeping everybody happy, making everybody live, you know, he's trying to come up with a perfect life. And that was actually really cool because it implies he tries hundreds or, you know, he tries so many times to find a way to, you know, fix literally everything in the world. And it's really cool. And people got upset with it. It's like, oh, it's white genocide because they weren't paying attention to how that actually worked or trying to justify racism in some way. People were actually doing that. No, anyways. But, Or no, it's just like, but historically, it wouldn't work no matter what you did. He's a time god. He can literally do this over and over again until he gets it right, and that's what he says he does. Or another thing that makes it a little weirder is that Fujin's ending, where he basically does the exact same thing. He literally does the exact same thing where he makes it a point like he's going to make the world a utopia for everybody. And he's literally sitting like Jesus style at the Last Supper with everybody in the cast. And even Jax is wearing the same outfit he does in his ending where he made his own utopia. They basically do the exact same thing. People aren't upset at Fuji. They shouldn't be upset at anybody. It's just stupid. Sorry, that's a whole rant. And I get it's like, it's old, but it's like, you look back on that and like, God, that was stupid. That was such a stupid controversy, you know, dude bros got upset about. Sorry, anyways. But no, there's a lot of cool stuff in Mortal Kombat 11. Again, though, lots of dumb things they did. Again, NetherRealm kind of been outed for being kind of an abusive gaming company. You know, like a lot turn out to be, like Naughty Dog, like Activision, like Blizzard, like Insomniac, apparently, and that's not fun. Like goddamn Fulbright. I can't believe, you know, you can look it up. The guy who runs Fulbright, the director, or, you know, what was it, director behind Gone Home, apparently did not learn a lesson from his game about tolerance and trauma. So, yeah, it's like NetherRealm, yeah, not much better. Oh, let's not forget Rockstar. Rockstar is also terribly abusive, even after the Housers left. Anyways, sorry, that's a whole rant, and I shouldn't go on that, but, you know, just like stuff to bring up. Nevertheless, no, but the rest of the game is still really cool, and there's a lot of cool aspects to Mortal Kombat 11. And again, I came in real late, so I got the complete edition at like half price on a Series X. So, you know, I paid very little to get everything. But there's a lot of cool aspects to this. Like, let's go to my... And there's lots of customization. And this is a lot of fun. Just like the different, like, masks or something. The different pieces of armor and weaponry changing you can do for every character. Or different costumes. You know, for Jade, degrees of Revenant, regular, normal, without a hood, classic outfits, and everything. There's a lot of variation you can do with these characters, and some will change their appearances in various ways. And you can choose different intro cinematics, victory poses, and unlock fatalities, brutalities, and unlock more and more and more as you play. And it's very similar to Injustice 2, but I feel like this did it a lot better. Injustice 2 just did not feel rewarding to me. Like, lots of loot boxes, well, that was the other thing, loot boxes to get pieces of gear that could increase your stats, but you had to swap them out, and they did very little. Meanwhile, at least here you can put in augments, but that's a whole thing, I don't really mess with that. I just like unlocking stuff for the other characters. But yeah, like, you can unlock, you know, so many different outfits, and minor changes, and it is kind of messy, admittedly. Like, some cosmetics don't really do anything, and to unlock them is a real pain. But, you know, I found more fun with this than in Injustice 2. Injustice 2, I just found it very tiring. But here, I thought it was really cool. No, yeah, now how do we get a good Sonya? What is it? No, I'm just looking. So, like, Revenant versions of her outfits. Now, how do we unlock good Sonya? Is that, like, the... Oop. I'm trying to find her outfit from the movie. Thought she just wore, like, a tank top or something in the movie. Where is it? Or was it this? Maybe. I have no idea. There's one outfit that changes her voice, so she's actually played by a good actress. That's all that matters. At least one variation does, and I will always choose that outfit if that's the case. But yeah, no, lots of great customization for the characters, and you can do a lot, like Frost, change her hairstyle, change, like, her engines and everything, change with Scorpion, change the end of his spear, and there's a lot of, like, weird variations to the design. It's minor, and it can get really annoying to, like, go through all this stuff, but it is cool to, like, find all these options and mess with them. But the game still has microtransactions. I think they have... What was it?
Story. Local.
No, the game still has microtransactions, I thought. Like, I thought they still had either... Nope. Oh, wait, there's the store. Yeah, premium store. Yeah, that's right. They got, like, the crystals, and then you can buy the sets you want, which... Yeah, you buy sets, you buy easy fatality tokens, which is so goddamn stupid. I hate that. I wish easy fatalities was a thing, but not a paid currency thing. So, yeah, they just got the premium shop, and it's dumb, you know, having microtransactions in my Mortal Kombat again is just really annoying. Messes up the progression, because the progression, even though it's a lot better in this than it was in X, it's still, like, not great in some aspects, and I just wish it would be better. But, okay, I could ramble on for quite a while longer, I bet. I'm trying to think of, like, other things I can talk about, but I probably should just stop. But, yeah, my main character plays Jade the most of the times. I've played as Jade a lot to unlock cosmetics for her and to do missions for other characters. Jade is my bae. Always has been, always will be. But, yeah, let's see, what else? Just looking through, tried a couple of online matches. Nah. Didn't work out. Probably won't touch it again. Offline history. AI history. Yeah, you can, like, program AIs to fight. It's interesting, but not really worth the time to mess with. Medallions. Dealing damage and everything. Crossplay players met. Okay, I guess that's somebody I fought before. Okay, yeah. Again, I could probably go on for a lot longer. No, Mortal Kombat 11 still has, like, a lot of really good stuff. And, you know, despite the problems with NetherRealm, and hopefully they fix that for the future, because, again, I don't see why you had to force your workers to watching, you know, real-life violence in order to make a violent game where everything is exaggerated and over the top. Because learning by realism and traumatizing your workers does not help a inherently unrealistic game. You know, it's just like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Nevertheless... No, so Mortal Kombat 11 has, like, a lot of good merits, and the story was really cool at first, and then it really dipped, and it became boring. Then Aftermath was really cool. There's, you know, I'm compelled to conquer and go to the towers to unlock customization for characters and just play as them and try them out, and there's a pretty sizable roster between, you know, there's a pretty sizable roster with a lot of characters and a lot of fan favorites coming back. And the DLC added, like, what, a bunch? I don't remember. I thought Nightwolf was DLC. I thought Shang Tsung was DLC. I could be wrong. I might be misremembering. Spawn and Joker. You know, funny having Joker come over from Injustice, but he's voiced by Richard Epcar, same as Raiden, so great performance. Richard Epcar does not get enough credit for his Joker. It's really good. Was Rain DLC? I don't remember. Melina, after everybody complaining that Melina wasn't in the game and eventually she came back. Okay, you know, I don't have a problem with Melina coming back, but some of the bile that people were flinging around because Melina wasn't in the game, and every time there was a content update, it's like, add Melina to the game, or we're going to send death threats and harassment to developers at NetherRealm, as if that helped, and yet they got validated.
Story.
Yeah, what is the deal with Melina? Sorry, she's, you know, the super sexualized version of every other character that just has a crazy mouth. That's all she's got going for, is that she dresses a little bit skimpier than every other female in the franchise. That's all she's got going for her. Anyways, whatever. Again, I got a lot of rants, but whatever. My voice is starting to go, so I think I'll stop. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11, yeah, just finally got around to the story mode, which it does feel like a conclusion to the franchise, almost. If they continue it, you know, well, if they were to continue the Mortal Kombat franchise, I think maybe there's a couple of ways you could do it. Either the story then goes like Mortal Kombat 12 and it focuses on Liu Kang being, or the Raiden, to, you know, to another story where you play as like the primordial, you know, not primordial, but, you know, the early version of Mortal Kombat, where you got the new Great Kung Lao and he's a new character, and then you make a completely new roster, and then you just make a completely new roster for the franchise, and that would be cool. Like, completely reset, start from zero, and just like, yeah, take Mortal Kombat X, which replaced a lot of characters, and just like take that to 11 and just replace everybody. You know, that would be interesting. Or if they were going to do another Mortal Kombat and then not tackle the story and just make it all about the fighting game mechanics, you could just make a Mortal Kombat game and make it like, and just like have a Mortal Kombat game that's all fighting game, I guess. Which, you know, just add characters, just sort of like Mortal Kombat All-Stars Edition, and you bring in everybody into one game. You bring in like Goro, Kintaro, Reptile, Devora, Melina, you just take, or Takeda, Kung Jin, you take every character in like the new timeline of trilogies, and then like you just bring them into one thing. That would be cool, I think. Or, and just like have it, just like just a massive fighting game roster with like the precision of Mortal Kombat, you know, and belay the story, which, you know, I don't support necessarily a fighting game without a lot of single player content, which this does have, but, you know, that's an option, I guess. I kind of want them to do another Mortal Kombat Armageddon thing. I want another Mortal Kombat adventure game, you know? Or Shaolin Monks 2 or Shaolin Monks Remake or something. I want that. I want, you know, more single-player content in my Mortal Kombat. But that's just me. Or, you know, they could do a bunch of things. You know, I kind of hope, or maybe not even, like, follow up on the story, but just, like, again, make Mortal Kombat adventure games and try that line of thinking again. You know, make the Legends or Chronicles games or whatever, but make them good, and then just do that. Or, you know, continue the story or not, if there is even a way for them to continue the story properly. What was it? It was announced a couple months ago that the support officially had stopped for the game, so there's no new content coming out for it. I think maybe some patches and such, but that's about it. No new characters, so yeah, if NetherRealm is moving on to a new game, they're already working on it, I assume. And, you know, it could be a while, even if they're even working on a new Mortal Kombat game, or a new Injustice game for that matter, which both did really well, but have had a lot of other underlying problems, which, you know, I could see maybe we might not see another Mortal Kombat or an Injustice game for a long time. And it's already been 2 years for Mortal Kombat, and like 3 or 4 for Injustice 2, if not longer. So, you know, if the next fighting game they have isn't like Injustice 3 or something, and finishing that story, I guess would be accurate, because there's still some threads on that. Or if they were going to somehow continue Mortal Kombat, you know, Mortal Kombat 12, which, you know, unless they reset everything again, which, but I guess we'll see. Again, speculation for as, you know, you can speculate for as long as, you know, you can speculate for all of time and infinite timelines to figure out what they're going to do with Mortal Kombat, but I guess we'll see. But I suppose, yeah, with that all being said, we'll wrap this up. And, yeah, Mortal Kombat 11. it was a lot of fun. Enjoyed playing it again, or playing the story in depth, but, you know, a little underwhelming in some parts. But the aftermath was really, really cool. And I'm hopeful for, I hope there's something new for the history of Mortal Kombat. And I guess we'll find out later. So, with that all being said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off. And thank you for watching me play Mortal Kombat 11.
Conquer.